Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to be talking about knockoff puzzles. Now just for clarification, I'm not going to be pointing you to a knockoff and say, don't buy this puzzle. I mean, that just may generate interest from inconsiderate people, and they may hear about the puzzle through this video and then go and buy it, not caring at all. But I will talk about certain knockoffs in the description from common websites like cubeforyou.com, which has been known to sell knockoffs. So it's just there to notify you guys, because I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't buy the puzzle if they knew that it was a knockoff. But don't worry, I won't be posting links to knockoff cubes. I know better than that. Anyway, what is a knockoff, which is typically abbreviated as KO on the cubing forum sites? It is a puzzle that is produced which infringes the patent from the original cube, from the designer who designed it. And in some cases, it can be made without the approval of the original designer. Take Tony Fisher, for example. He came up with a modification for a 3x3 and called it the Fisher's Cube. So here it is. It's just a 3x3 that is now a shape-shifting puzzle. So he never mass-produced it, he never patented it, yet a company saw his idea online and I'm sure saw Fishers in the title and produced it without his consent. But he made it very clear that he did not approve of this. And now he and you, Meffert, are now selling their own Fisher's Cubes, so never buy. If you ever come across a Fisher's Cube, never buy it unless you see that it's designed by Tony Fisher and it has the Mefferts logo on it. So yeah, you can get them from Mefferts.com if you really want to buy one. Alright, now why shouldn't you buy a knockoff? Number one, they generally have inferior quality. Now this reason alone should be enough for you not to buy a knockoff, but that doesn't apply to every puzzle. So, and number two, it hurts the company with the patent rights. So they may have to raise their prices because of knockoffs, or they may go out of business. So then you would lose your chance to get a true quality cube. And number three, it gives incentives to future designers not to produce their own puzzles. I mean, think of yourself in their shoes. Imagine that you just came up with a great idea for a new puzzle and you wanted to mass produce it. Although you heard about all the companies that produce knockoffs, but you decide to make your puzzle anyway. And you spend tens of thousands of dollars perfecting it. And then you finally get it out on the market, and it's selling really well. And you're starting to pay off that initial design cost. But then a company takes your cube, takes the pieces, copies them, and starts selling them without having to pay the initial design costs that you have to pay for. I mean, yeah, you get the idea. And also, you, Meffert, has been working very hard against knockoffs. He's been around since the original Rubik's Cube, so that's another reason. I mean, don't buy knockoffs. Don't make it any harder for him, please. And if you want to know more about that battle he's going through, check out the link I put in the description of a topic from the Twisty Puzzles forum site. Oh, and you may think it's alright to buy a knockoff as long as you buy the original version. No. I mean, you're still giving your money to the company, which will therefore aid them in producing even more knockoffs and copy designs from other puzzles, and thereby doing more damage. And there's one particular set of puzzles that I want to get into that have been knocked off. There's probably been no revolutionary puzzle other than the original Rubik's Cube. I'm talking about the V-Cubes. I mean, Verdes worked very hard to produce these, and I think we should honor that by buying their puzzles and not knockoffs. And not only have the companies copied the pieces, they have also designed their own variations of them, which may be very tempting to buy, but they still infringe the patent. So just be patient, I'm sure the V-Cube company will come out with their own cubes eventually. So if you ever come across a puzzle that may be a legit V-Cube or a knockoff, don't buy it unless you see the V-Cube logo, okay? I mean, you might find it through a website, through Google, just don't buy it unless it has the V-Cube logo. If in doubt, you can send me a message or someone else that you may know who's knowledgeable about it, and we can help you figure out whether it's a legitimate cube or if it's a knockoff. Alright, now let me get back to the description I mentioned earlier. Now I need your help to fill out this description. If you know of any knockoffs sold on common sites like cubeview.com, send me a private message. Not just a comment below. A private message. And if I get enough feedback on a particular knockoff, then I will know for sure that it is a knockoff, and I'll post it in the description. I won't post a link to it, I'll just talk about it so that you're aware of it. And remember, don't buy knockoffs because of, number one, they usually have inferior quality. Number two, they damage the companies with the patent rights. Number three, they give the incentive to future designers not to produce their own puzzles. So please heed this video so legal companies can continue to produce great quality puzzles.